This morning, Mayor Craig Greenberg is joining the Louisville fire chief and other officials to give us an update on the Givaudan explosion. The fire department has been working to determine a cause of the explosion since last Tuesday. Homes and businesses were damaged, several people were hurt, and 2 people died. One of those victims is Kevin Dawson Jr.
And we expect to hear from his family members today. They just hired a team of nationally renowned attorneys to bring legal action against the company. And they plan to provide more details about that suit at 12:30 today. Family members say they're seeking justice and accountability for the loved one they lost. They've hired Ben Crump, Mark Lanier, and Lanita Baker, who are trial attorneys who've represented multiple high-profile cases, including George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. In a statement, Ben Crump said early reports suggest serious safety lapses and ignored warnings that endangered employees and the community. We will fight tirelessly to uncover the truth and hold those responsible accountable.
And Givaudan officials plan to meet with Clifton neighbors tonight to address safety concerns after the explosion. Metro Council member Andrew Owen will be there. He's been one of the most vocal city officials, even going door to door to speak with those who live nearby. He says the neighborhood wants the company to move. Tonight's forum starts at 6 at United Crescent Hill Ministries on State Street. You can also report property damage and submit questions and concerns over the phone. That number is on your screen. It's 1-800-856-3333. We do certainly expect that there will be plenty of concerns expressed tonight. And in addition to dealing with broken windows and doors, businesses and people living in Clifton are grieving a tragedy in their neighborhood.
Yeah, that's why they are stepping up to support one another. WHAS11's Alex Cedar and photojournalist Levi Hammer report.
An explosion at the Givaudan plant that shook the Clifton neighborhood.
It blew stuff off the walls, and I'm surprised the windows didn't break. Pretty scary stuff. And then once we realized that it wasn't something imminent in our property, we realized something even more catastrophic happened in the neighborhood. 2
employees were killed in the explosion, others sent to the hospital for injuries. Homes nearby the plant were damaged from the blast, and businesses and buildings had glass windows blown out.
Clifton is a very neighborhoodly area.
Spring Street Bar and Grill saw their neighborhood grieving and wanted to help.
We're a member of the community, and we service the community, and we need to take care of the community when they're in times of need.
Sunday, the Bar and Grill donated 10% of all proceeds to those impacted by the explosion.
Some of our distributors even were friends with the people that were injured.
A neighborhood leaning on one another while they heal, knowing they will move forward.
Whether the company is still there or not, the neighborhood's going to move forward. They're going to pick up the broken glass and help their neighbors, and that's what Clifton does.
Alex Cedar, WHAS 11 on your side.
The owner of the Spring Street Bar and Grill says they plan to meet with the Clifton Neighborhood Association to figure out how to best divide up the money raised during that fundraiser. The story is still developing. Today's update from city officials about the explosion is set for 10:30. Tune into WHAS 11 News at noon and in our free app to hear from the mayor.
6 minutes after the hour now, Metro Police are searching for a suspect in a deadly double shooting outside of a club in the Russell neighborhood. The LMPD says it happened around 8:30 last night in the parking lot of Club Cedar, which is on South 26th Street, a few blocks from the Norton Healthcare Sports and Learning Center. Metro Police say when officers arrived, they found 2 adult men who'd been shot. One of them was pronounced dead at the scene. The other was taken to a local hospital with a gunshot wound to the leg. If you have any information here, you're urged to call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD.
A man is dead after leading Louisville Metro Police on a high-speed chase through multiple counties. LMPD says the man shot himself in his car as the chase appeared to be coming to a close. Police say the incident began around 9:30 yesterday morning when they attempted to pull over the man on Dixie Highway on outstanding warrants. That's when we're told the man fled the scene. He then drove into Oldham County before re-entering Louisville, where he eventually hit a parked car on 39th and Broadway. LMPD says the man kept driving for a moment before eventually returning to the area where he shot and killed himself. Police also say a second collision involving an LMPD officer happened during the pursuit. An officer's car and another car collided at 22nd and Broadway, injuring 2 civilians. The 2 people in the car went to the hospital, but they are expected to recover. The officer was not injured.
And some more tragic news here. A man was killed in St. Matthews Saturday night when he was hit by a semi. Police say he was riding his bike near Westport Road and Sharon Avenue at the time. St. Matthews police are trying to figure out exactly how it happened. The semi driver did stay at the scene and no charges have been filed.
The JCPS task force will meet for the final time today. The group was formed to study the district. It's made up of lawmakers, Louisville leaders, and parents. The last time it met was in October when the task force heard from Prismatic Services, the company JCPS hired to investigate last year's First Day transportation disaster. The Prismatic president testified, saying the company made dozens of recommendations to JCPS to fix the problems. Today's meeting starts at 3 in Frankfort.